As we get ready to go here, we'll go through our sponsors real quick as well. Big thank you to Rep Funeral Home and Stevenson Family Pharmacy, as well as the parade sponsor this year, Northwest Health Services. Northwest Health Services improves and strengthens lives through access to local, high-quality, affordable health care. They provide the trophies, golf carts for the volunteers for staging the parade, signs, porta potty at the staging areas, and anything else that is needed throughout the parade here this morning. As we can see, the parade starting to come down the street here just a little bit, getting ready to get underway. We'll start at the front of it too. We'll get to all the grand marshals and everything too in a minute, but Cody, we'll start off too. This is a very important part of the fall for 35 years now with the Southside Fall Festival and the parade. What does this event this weekend mean to so many?
Community. It brings the community together, family-oriented communities, just having a great time, really.
And your family's been connected with it for a long, long time.
Yes, we started coming, my mom back in the late 80s, then she brought us every year, and then she was involved, I think 10 years now, she got involved with the committee and just started bringing everybody else in from the family to help out, which has been fun.
And that's why you're sitting here.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're sitting here, and Corey's helped out too at the broadcast, and now she's a very big part of putting on the parade and a lot of the festivities as well.
Yes, she does the parade and the royalty contest the weekend before. Mom is now chair, so that's a big accomplishment for her. Huge shoes to fill for Corey.
As we see the parade coming down, you can hear all the sirens coming through, and in front of the parade route will be the Boy Scouts Troop 10 based out of Evolution Methodist Church, carrying our flags here to get the parade going through our part of everything, as well as St. Joseph Police Department leads the way. Again, rain coming down pretty good right now. I would know if I was a little bit further out, but it doesn't seem to be impacting any of the kids' spirit. They seem to still be enjoying the entire morning so far.
A lot of umbrellas out, but a lot of kids just very happy. There's it's not bothering them at all. So, and it's just a gentle rain, and thankfully not a lot of wind to go along with it. A little bit, but not a lot. So, pretty gentle rain right now.
Again, the hope is this won't last but too much longer. From our vantage point, we can see out west, the rain won't be around for too much longer, it looks like. So hopefully that will be short-lived, but who knows? The parade seems to be moving a little bit quicker because of the rain now, so maybe the rain ends when the parade ends at this point. We're all just kind of waiting to see how everything will unfold there as well. Another thank you to our sponsors, Rep Funeral Homes and Stevenson Family Pharmacy, as well as the parade sponsor this year, Northwest Health Services, improving and strengthening lives through access to local, high-quality, affordable care. They're providing the trophies, the golf carts for the volunteers for staging the parade, signs, porta potty at staging areas, and anything else that Della and Corey has needed throughout the entire process of getting this parade put together. As like rain coming down a little bit harder now. Now we're not from a shower.
A little harder right now.
Hopefully this is a very, very short-lived, a few-minute thing here as we continue to see everything come down the avenue. As you can hear, as on our cameras, you can see that the Grand Marshals getting ready to take center stage here. And Cody, we already talked about it. Your mom, Della Smith, is one of the Grand Marshals this year, as well as grandson Corrigan Smith.
Yes. Riding
in a 1928 Ford Model AA tribute fire truck built and driven by Jim Mogg, who has been a volunteer with Cosby Helena Fire Department for over 40 years. And again, Della parade chair for the past 10 years. Mother of three with 11 grandkids, works at National Beef Leather for 12 years. A prior 9/11 dispatch supervisor and newly elected chairman of festival this year. And then Corrigan, 16-year-old junior at Savannah High School, a Southside Fall Festival volunteer since he was 6 years old. Della was telling me earlier this week, hauling trash in a wagon. He would go out and pick everything up. So he got started very, very early.
Very hard worker.
Involved in FFA and trap shooting, and a fourth generation Southside Fall Festival volunteer. So Cody, like you said, this is a very important part of not just Southside, but your entire family.
Yeah.
As well as we see them coming through the parade now. It's got to be kind of special for you to see your mom be honored like this today.
It is, because she puts in a lot of hard work throughout the year. They start planning, I heard last night at the opening ceremonies in February, and all throughout the year, it's a lot of stress on her. So anything to take off the stress, to help her out, there.
Well, and we'll talk about this more as we go through the morning, but I mean, the festival's not just the parade. There were, of course, a lot of events last night, full day today, full day tomorrow. Rain, we'll just have to see what that does, but it goes till 10 o'clock tonight. Of course, most of those activities at Hyde Park. And so it takes a lot. These things don't just happen.
No.
They take a lot of work by a lot of people, and my guess is if Della is like most every other event chair I've talked to, she'll very quickly say there's a whole bunch of people involved in putting this together.
And now we see coming through, and this is also another very special part of the festival weekend, the royalty.
The royalty, yes. This year's Southside Fall Festival Grand Supreme is Kaylin Baker. Teen is Macy Edwards. Junior Serafina Rowland. Junior Mr. Southside Fall Festival Kobe Hughes. Little Miss Southside Fall Festival Waylon Hayes. Mr. Southside Fall Festival, Little Mr. Southside Fall Festival Colt Herbert. And the minis are Miss Landon Lawson and Mr. Cooper Hayes. The teen Mr. Southside didn't show up last night, but we were hoping he would make the float, Ethan Merrill Wilson. This is all hosted by Jessie Hall with All In Lawn Care. She's also been voted Best of St. Joe for the last 7 years.
So we have parade sponsor Northwest Health Services coming through now, and then Evolution United Methodist Church. And the folks at Evolution Church, which is at 202 West Hyde Park Avenue, invite you to join them for their block party October 5th. That'll be from 2 until 4 in the afternoon.
We have a lot of events going on at the block party. It's going to be a fun time. Oh, there's my little guy. Hi, buddy.
Trying to get a wave.
So the rain's not phasing him. That's good.
So the rain, really isn't impacting any kids' spirit. The adults seem a little bit more,
It's
annoyed.
lightened up a little more, and I'm looking at these convertibles coming by, and as the owner of a convertible, thinking I've driven when a rain shower breaks out.
Yeah, they're not fun.
It's not a lot of fun when the top's down and the rain is pouring. But it's not. It's pretty light rain right now. So mentioned a lot of other events going on with the Southside Festival. It goes today until 10 p.m. and then tomorrow from noon until 4 p.m. There will be a church service tomorrow morning at the gazebo, and so you want to be a part of that. Lots of booths, over 100 booths this year. All the booth space full. Food booths. Some familiar ones, but also some new ones like Cajun food this year. And I guess the turkey legs are back again this year too, which everybody seems to really like those. And just a lot of craft booths too, and a lot of children's booths. 2024 festival shirts are available. They're going to be for sale, and you have some made to order at the hospitality tent, and that is located across from the main stage. So a lot to do with the Southside Fall Festival, not just the parade.
So we continue to see some of the floats come through. So far, they've survived the rain so far. Doesn't like it's really dampened too much of anything as we continue to roll through here on our 2024 Southside Fall Festival Parade. It's the 35th annual festival. Should have been 36, had to cancel because of COVID back in 2020, but Cody, I was talking to your mom about this earlier this week, that a lot of people didn't know what would happen after COVID with a lot of events, but it seems like the festival, the parades come back maybe stronger and maybe better. And to see people respond so well, what does that say about the area?
We're a tight-knit community.
National Beef Leather's here with their float coming by right now. Brightly colored, decorated float. People got their hoods up. Wonder why. Still raining just a little, but the rain has really slacked off. So
pretty dry.
That's when it would pay to be in the cow outfit.
Yeah. And the temperature's conducive to that, too.
Right,
If it were 90 degrees, that would not be a fun outfit to be wearing right now.
I was in a plastic bottle when I was a kid for a parade in the middle of July once. So
And how was that?
I don't remember. I think I was 2, but I guess I won. My parents were really excited. I was in a plastic bottle, so 95-degree weather in Northwest Missouri is great.
Yeah, because there's never any humidity
None.
associated with that. So that's Mayor John Josendale and some city council members. Randy Schultz is on there also. Another council member, Marty Novak, coming by.
Mr. Ron Hook.
Ron Hook, County Commissioner in the 63 Chevrolet.
Beautiful.
Those are the cars I grew up with, and I kind of forgot how big they are relative to what we see today. So,
And that's all true metal. Not
it is.
everything else now.
Yeah, it is.
Coming now toward us, looks like the St. Joseph Bucks. They are a 4-time undefeated semi-pro football team, nationally ranked in the U.S. at number 5. They consist of area alumni. Their purpose, besides obviously playing football, is to give back to our community and continue their football development journey along the way as well. The St. Joseph Bucks coming down the street as part of the parade as well. A lot of familiar faces, especially from local high schools that are still chasing that football dream, being able to compete at a semi-pro level right here in town. And again, a really successful group.
Well, and the breeze has picked up a little, but the rain has slacked off.
I wish I could hear you.
So we got Eastside Baptist Church coming by now, a warm and welcoming church with traditional values. They got something for people of all ages. You can join them for one of their 3 services. They guarantee that you will feel right at home. Eastside Baptist Church, just kind of off the Belt Highway there. All City Tow coming by right now. That is a large tow truck.
I was going to say,
my goodness.
My car wouldn't need that big of a tow truck,
No.
but I know there's a...
No, my pickup wouldn't either. But that pretty well indicates they can handle most anything they get challenged to handle.
Right? Nothing's really going to phase them.
And now Troop 21 of the Boy Scouts coming up from Wyatt Park Christian Church, and that troop has been around since the 1920s. It's been there a long, long time.
We'll let them get through, and then we'll continue on. His Unique Creation Salon, a salon and barber shop, now making their way through the parade as well. The creativity of the floats that we see every year, there's always something unique for the float, something different with the designs.
And there's kind of it's a 50s theme this year for the parade, so you can certainly see that in the floats like this one with the jukebox and just the way it's decorated. It kind of looks like an old drive-in, the pink Cadillacs and all that. Simple Simon's Pizza coming up now.
Scott Kilgore, if you need a limo today,
that'd be it.
I got you one.
Yeah.
If you want to
How'd you like to try to parallel park that?
Well, luckily, I won't. I won't even try to. I will need an entire block to park that limo.
That would be.
Does it have a backup?
That's why my Mini Cooper's handy. I can parallel park that. First Option Bank coming by, banking at its best. Be sure to visit one of their local locations. Ask them about their school logo debit cards at First Option Bank.
As again, the rain's trying to fizzle out.
Yeah, a few little raindrops, but it's not causing the crowd to panic very much. They're just enjoying the parade today.
The wind's picked up a little bit, but otherwise, very temperature-wise, nice day. I mean, we got to get past, if you don't like rain and I guess wind. I mean, that's a downer, but temperature.
So it's been on again and off again and on again. And
so you're saying that you were right.
Just what we talked about last night. Just want to point that out.
Yeah, all right.
Usually they let us know when we're wrong.
That's true. I do let you know.
I know you do.
But then you let me know when I'm wrong too. So and that happens quite often as well. Yes, I'm wrong a lot. As we are at our 35th annual Southside Fall Festival and Parade, day 2 of the 3-day weekend of events. Cody, I know it's a hectic weekend, a busy weekend for everybody involved, but there's still plenty more to come this weekend as well. A lot of activities. This isn't the end of the weekend by any means. Just what can people continue to experience this weekend as well?
Go out to the festival. There's tons of vendors. I believe there's 100 booths this year, quite a few. There's tons of stuff to do with the kids. We, in fact, got a bubble gun yesterday, so that's a hit. It's an awesome hit with our 2-year-old.
And as one who played in marching band in high school, always enjoy when the bands come by. The Benton High School Cardinals marching band coming by now.
Oh, look at the poodle skirts. That's cute.
Mm-hmm.
Flag Corps leading the way. As we'll see, obviously, a lot of schools in this parade throughout the morning as well.
Hosea Elementary coming up behind the Cardinal marching band.
Again, not a bad day to be the mascot if you're the Cardinals.
If you're
not a terrible day.
That's right.
That's when you volunteer for this role today.
Wonder how heavy that gets if it's really wet.
Yeah, that's another fun thing I didn't really think about, but from staying dry at least, if you have that, or if you volunteer to drive a vehicle and you're like, yep, I'm going to stay in the vehicle. Scott, like you said, Hosea Elementary coming by now. Seeing the kids enjoying throwing out the candy. I've noticed kids like to see if they can throw it pretty accurately.
Right.
Which sometimes that means it's a wind up and a good throw. So always be alert, because some kids are looking to make an impact one way or another.
Spring Garden Middle School right behind Hosea Elementary. So as you said just a moment ago, a lot of schools represented here in the parade today, with Hyde Elementary coming up behind Spring Garden. A little breezy for the moment.
Let's say the kids are just enjoying all of this, and I see some of the adults in the parade with umbrellas, jackets. Kids are running around throwing candy, having a blast.
Yeah, they don't even know it's raining.
Yeah, they're just like, whatever. We're outside having fun.
Doesn't matter.
Some of them already out of candy. Now we're using their candy buckets for hats. What else are you supposed to do?
I walked in this parade last year, and it was just a reminder that if you had a supply of candy, you needed to space it out and not.
Yes, you definitely do. I've learned over the many years of being in the parade.
Run out pretty quickly.
1 to 2 pieces at a time. Otherwise, you will not have enough for the children at the end.
And the ones at the other end of the parade kind of wonder. You just kind of walk by and wave, and
you feel really bad when you get there, and you're like, "I'm sorry."
Yeah.
I think it was another parade earlier this year we were in. I said, "Guys, hold the candy," and then we got to the end. I was like, "We may have held too much," and so we're throwing a lot out at the end as well. So there's really no good way to figure out where to space the candy out, because you don't know where everybody's going to congregate out throughout the parade route.
There you go. A little bit of a break here, but we got St. James School coming up as well. So again, we got a lot of schools represented in the parade today. A little breezy, rain's coming and going.
Good time to also thank our sponsors again, Rupp Funeral Home and Stevenson Family Pharmacy, as well as the parade sponsor this year, Northwest Health Services. Northwest Health Services improves and strengthens lives through access to local, high-quality, affordable care. Northwest Health Services, the 2024 parade sponsor, like Scott said, St. James walking the parade now.
And their float really picking up on the 50s theme with the jukebox idea and the old 45s. Anybody remember 45s?
But Mom
See,
sure
I
does
do.
talk about them.
I do. I know your grandparents talked about 45s.
I was going to give you the benefit of the doubt, Scott. You really don't know the 50s that well.
Well, I lived through most of the 50s, but yeah, you're
Well, I'm
right.
trying
I
to
don't
help you
remember
here,
it. I
but-
don't
okay.
remember it really well.
Yeah.
Nice job with that float.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
That's been a theme people can have fun with. The ones that put the floats together.
Oh, yeah.
That 50s theme. That's one they
Take
could
the
have.
creativity on.
Right. They could just have some fun with that, which is kind of the idea. Have a good time when you're doing this kind of celebration. So we mentioned this is the 35th annual Southside Fall Festival, and we noted too it would have been 36 had it not been for 1 year being canceled because of COVID. Also, these floats that we're looking at as they come by, those are being judged, and there's going to be trophies that are given for best overall, second place, and third place. So a little competition there with those floats also.
Also, don't forget about the raffle tent. Very popular, lots of items donated by places all around town. So stop by and support the festival by buying some tickets at the raffle tent. Again, a lot going on. It can be probably easily to be overwhelmed by everything that happens this weekend because, Cody, like you said, 100 booths. It's action-packed starting Friday, all day today, tomorrow, Sunday. So much to do, but there's a lot to do. Is there anything for when maybe you were growing up through all the Southside Festival that you really enjoyed that really sticks out?
The turkey legs.
Turkey leg, and they're back again.
Yes.
That was capitalized for me. That's
Just
turkey
right.
legs
Yeah.
again. So
My grandmother and I would get one every year, and then again with root beer too. We love the homemade root beer and the kettle corn, and I love the craft booths.
It's all about. Oh, it's not all about the food.
Oh no.
I was just saying, I'm getting hungry as you're
was
starting to
gonna say,
rattle everything off here.
Can we change the subject, please?
I didn't really eat breakfast today.
Yeah,
And now I'm talking about turkey legs, kettle corn, root
Yeah,
beer.
right.
Well, last night I ate the candy pecans. Delish.
Yeah, I'm getting hungrier. Where's the next float at?
Yeah.
I can't think about food all day. But again, a lot going on. The raffle tent, very popular. Lots of items donated by places around town. Stop by and support the festival. Buying some tickets again at the raffle tent. As we continue on here with the 2024 Southside Fall Festival Parade.
JROTC.
This is the Benton High School JROTC. Winning attitude aims to build better citizens through teamwork and community involvement. Great group of students coming through. And the Benton Cardinal Palm Squad coming up consists of 16 student athletes who not only are dancers, but they're also involved in a lot of other extracurricular activities like basketball, volleyball, golf, tennis, soccer, wrestling, and softball. And these young ladies also very active in the community.
There's one probably Benton High School group we probably won't see today, the football team. They're on the road. Afternoon Saturday game. You don't see too many of those in high school football, but Benton on the road this afternoon down in Kansas City, I believe, for their game. I think it was supposed to be a 1 o'clock kick, so if you can fly down there, then yeah, they could have had time, but we'll have to kind of see on all that too. But yeah, very well represented for Benton High School along the parade as well. So it looks like coming through now, looks like
Is that the soccer team?
that's the boys basketball team.
Oh, boys basketball.
Head coach Jared Boone driving the
And there comes
Truck.
Benton volleyball.
Benton volleyball. boys basketball team, probably behind you.
Yes, you can.
They want to be on TV this morning.
Good for them.
Your season's about only, gosh, a month and a half away.
It's not very far
It really
away.
flies by.
Yeah, it does.
Especially for me sometimes. Now we got
the soccer club for Benton.
With their float and having fun throwing out some candy as well. Next we have the Benton High School speech and debate coming up. Happy to have them in the parade as well. I've learned quite a bit about speech and debate the last couple of years, telling a lot of stories here in the community, because we didn't have that at my high school. So when I was coming in, I was like, I really don't know what this is. That takes a lot of skill, a lot of
Yes, it does.
effort, willing to argue. Those are some of my favorite ones, or whenever you have the debates back and forth and they are just rolling through their facts and they hear something, they're like, that's not right. So it's all impressive to watch those.
And when they go to competitions, it's some intense competition. So yeah, you're going to do that. You got to be good at what you do. The Benton softball team coming up now.
They've had a pretty good season so far this fall, as well as the volleyball team. Yeah, you never know what's going to happen on a TV stream like
No,
that.
you
People
don't.
are just going to
That's
love
right.
the camera sometimes.
That's right.
Falling behind the softball team, I think we have a impersonation of sorts.
Oh,
The all-school reunion coming up in
October 5th.
October 5th at Hyde Park. The Benton High School Alumni Association coming by now. A little 50s look to the musician.
Again, this is one of those parades where if you blink, you may miss something.
That's right.
As we're looking at our notes, we may blink and miss something.
Right.
But again, this will be rebroadcast Saturday evening, Sunday evening after our newscast at 10 o'clock. So about 10:30 approximately will be after the newscast to rewatch the 35th annual Southside Fall Festival Parade.
Now there's a convertible with the top up, that 1941 Buick. I see his name, Leland Days. I know Leland and have known him for years, so I didn't know he had that car. I'm going to have to.
I was going to say, now you're ready to go talk to him.
Have him give me a ride. That is quite a car. I love the old cars.
Do you think the top was supposed to be up, or do you think Leland's a little upset that the rain?
He probably would rather have the top down. So, good looking old Chevy. Okay, now my Mini Cooper's small, but it isn't that small.
I was going to say, these fascinate me sometimes, you know?
Yep.
Then you have the miniature semi. There it is.
Right.
You see right, you go through there.
Look like a lot of fun.
We saw the towing company earlier. I don't think we'll need the full tow for these semis,
Yeah,
but
probably not. That's quite a fleet of trucks coming down here, though.
still really cool to see all the different creativity and designs.
Moela Shriner's having a good time with this. I was going to say, I'm used to the dune buggies, but it's kind of neat to see the little trucks.
I wonder if that taxi's a Worlds of Fun taxi at one point. Kind of looks like it.
Yeah?
Oh.
They got some big horns for little trucks.
I was
don't
going to
they?
say, I already feel like I'm shouting at you guys sometimes, but right now I just feel like I'm about to shout over everything.
Yep.
I will say I kind of wish the candy would make it up here occasionally. There's one over next to me, but also I don't know if I want it to because how hard they'll be throwing the candy up here too. Unless they're mad at one of us, and then I understand why they're throwing it that hard.
There you go.
All right, well, speaking of food again,
Sonic Drive-In coming up, America's #1 drink stop where the tots are hot and they're served with a smile. Looks like we got a tot walking in the parade today. Is that what that is? I think that is, isn't it? Is that a tot walking in the
I
parade
believe
over
it is
there?
a tater tot.
Tater tot?
I don't think I've ever seen a tater tot mascot before, so that's new.
I had not.
Okay,
Coming down on the
wow.
roller skates. There's these. Of course, that's the Sonic look, but also sure goes well with the 50s theme of this parade. Another 50s theme float coming up.
There was a young woman in the royalty competition last weekend that was doing everything on roller skates, the entire thing. Very impressive. She was stepping down off of like everything, and Mary Grace Rice and I were very impressed, because we can't roller skate anyway, but just to be able to articulate everything. So yeah, anybody that can rollerblade effectively.
There you go. This is First Student that's got this float. That's and they're, as they constantly say, they're in need of bus drivers. So they would. That's a job you would consider. They would love to talk with you at First Student.
Coming up now is the Buchanan County Democrats walking in the parade this year. Check out this float that's coming through now.
Yeah, this is some serious work went into that one.
The costumes, the poodle skirts.
It's the Red Hatters Rosebuds, which is a newly formed Red Hat Club. Well, they went all out on the
This
float,
float
didn't they?
is phenomenal.
Yeah, it really is.
And it looks like they're having a good time keeping dry.
Yeah.
I wish the milkshakes were real. Maybe they are. I can't tell from up here.
I'll tell you what, that's a
But now I kind of want a milkshake
That's a
too.
good-looking diner there. And we got some familiar faces coming up now.
Always makes me nervous when I see them throwing candy.
Yeah.
Remember that one
We'll,
time?
we'll see how enthusiastic they are at throwing it as they get closer.
Well, some of them are already out of candy. Brett Kennedy did not ration his well. Some KQ2 people know how to wait for the candy at the end of the parade. Others get really excited and they just kind of start throwing it around the whole way. Our youngest walker was supposed to be out walking in the parade today, but I don't think Jax wanted to be out there walking in this anymore, so he was strollered up and done with everything, it looked like. Looks like Southside Towing coming by us now as well.
Hello, all you wonderful, happy people.
How are you?
I am good. How are you guys today?
We're great. We're having fun.
We're good.
Yay. Hello, everyone. Is this live TV?
Oh, hi, Mary Grace. Hi.
You said you were going to ask that, and you did.
That's my
And
signature parade
That's her
line.
signature parade.
Is it
line,
raining
isn't
out there?
Happy rainy Saturday, everybody. I did call
So-
for 60% chance.
So how old were you when you had that parade line the very first time? You told me last
Thank you.
night.
The parade line,
Yeah, when you said, or is this on live TV? When did you say that the first time?
the first time I was ever in a parade,
Which was?
a couple years ago.
You were never in a parade growing up?
Well, I was in a parade once. I made friends with someone and got to ride a horse, her family's horse in the parade. The first time ever riding a horse was down Main Street, Chillicothe.
What better place for you, right? Hometown.
That's right. Shout out. All right, well, everyone
Yeah.
have a fun parade day.
So
Let's
here-
get back to it.
Here is another Red
Bye,
Hat.
everybody.
Another Red Hat group, but the sign, the Cowtown Drive-In. Now that was a fixture down here close to Lake Contrary School for a lot of years, the old Cowtown Drive-In Theater. There were, I believe, 3. There was the Cowtown, the Skylark, and the Belt Drive-In. Abundant Faith Church of God coming up now. Teens and some kids on the float are part of their Ablaze Youth Ministry and their Ignite Children's Ministry. They love to engage with the community through events and by their Street and Outreach Ministry. And they're engaging with the community right now, musically and, oh yes, and candy.
Show Me Jeep Club, St. Joseph, Missouri.
Yeah.
It always amazes me the kids along the parade route just waving the entire time. Don't ever stop waving. We know what they want. The candy's the thing coming, but they never stop waving. The parents are probably like, "This is going to wear them out the rest of the day. We're just going to, let them do this, hide the candy for the rest of the day, and then we'll start over tomorrow."
A lot of Jeeps in this Show Me Jeep Club.
Yep. Also, another big thank you to Rep Funeral Home and Stevenson Family Pharmacy, sponsors of this year's 2024 Southside Parade here on KQ2. And also the parade sponsor, Northwest Health Services. Northwest Health Services improving and strengthening lives through access to local, high-quality, affordable care. They provide the trophies, golf carts for the volunteers for staging the parade, so much more that Della and Corey need throughout setting everything up. Again, Della Smith, one of 2 Grand Marshals in this year's parade. Her grandson, Corrigan, the other Grand Marshal. Corrigan, a 4th generation volunteer. Della, the parade chair for the last 10 years. Also the chairman of the festival. So again, Northwest Health Services making sure everything is possible to make sure the parade is what it is every year now in year 35 of the festival in parade. We continue to see the Jeep Club.
See the Jeeps continue to roll by. It's a good time to remind you that the parade is not all there is to the Southside Fall Festival today. It's going to continue at Hyde Park until 10 o'clock tonight, and then from noon until 4 on Sunday. Over 100 booths over there. Food booths, including some new ones. Cajun food this year. The turkey legs are back, and that's a... Cody just told us.
That's a win.
That's a win. That's her big thing. So they are definitely a favorite with the festival goers. All different kinds of festival food over there, and a lot of craft booths, a lot of children's booths. And if you'd like a 2024 Southside Fall Festival shirt, they're going to be for sale. They can also have some made to order. That's at the hospitality tent that is located across from the main stage over there at Hyde Park. So full afternoon and evening of activities, and then more tomorrow. There's going to be a Sunday church service tomorrow at the gazebo at 9 a.m. So you want to be there for that as well. Still got more Jeeps coming.
Pretty big club.
It is a big club.
Again, between the more than 100 booths, dozens and dozens of entries. We have, 3 pages full, 3 or 4 pages full, and that's not even all of them, because there's obviously some later entries coming in. So a lot of turnout for, again, this year for the Southside Fall Festival, as well as the parade here this morning. There's another float coming by.
Green Hills float. Now that's one you would expect to not run out of candy if it's Green Hill.
Right? They're still going through all their candy.
Yeah.
They're still going through it all. You never know what's going to happen in parades sometimes.
No, you don't.
You don't know.
I think we were just talking about that earlier.
Yeah. I mean, I've been in parades before where you never know what's going to happen. We're trying to figure out what's going on further.
If you're wondering why people are out in the street now, the answer is they're trying to figure out whether we've got more parade to come. But we've got a big gap here in the parade action. So, and the rain has stopped.
Right on time.
Right on time.
Right on time for the gap of the
Right
parade.
on time for the gap of the parade. So we got a few cars coming up the street now, but they're not part of the parade, I don't believe.
I heard someone saying it's not over yet.
Okay.
I think there's a little bit of confusion as we see a few. Again, don't believe these vehicles are in the parade. Again, a little bit of confusion, but anything can happen in a parade. We're trying to get some confirmation on so stay with us as we're trying to navigate this in real time. As again, there's a belief there's more.
Now we know how Ryan Lefevre and the others feel when there's a long rain delay
Right.
in a baseball game.
So this is where story time comes into play. So,
This is where story time
and I think
comes
we've got
into play.
a few more entries coming along as we're trying to get some answers from our sources on the matter. Maybe Cody's family, who knows? That could be our inside source, who knows?
Secretly over here texting. I guess it's not a secret anymore.
Well, no, I let that go. That's how we fill time in story hour of a parade. So as we continue on with the 2024 Southside Fall Festival Parade, still waiting for confirmation one way or another. Not sure if you guys could hear that, but there was tends to be a little bit of a delay in the action of a few hang-ups there, but we do have one making its way through now. King Hill Cemetery Restoration and Preservation Association. That is a very clever,
Interesting passenger in that.
Yes, sir.
I grew up with Halloween Town on Disney Channel, so when the skeletons, when Halloween Town and the cab driver was a skeleton, that's what I grew up with, so that's normal. But they're a not-for-profit corporation established in 2023 whose purpose is to help in the restoration and preservation of New King Hill Cemetery to foster and preserve the knowledge and heritage of the cemetery. The cemetery's first known burial was 1840 and is still an active cemetery.
I didn't recognize JL with the hat. That was a problem.
No, I didn't recognize.
Who was it? The JL Robinson, Rupp Funeral Homes. So.
I thought someone was just yelling at us.
I did too.
Which happens in parades. As now we're joining you here for part of the parade, is waiting for the parade to continue
The rest of the
on.
parade to get here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and this
We're
is
in a rain delay.
Yeah, we're back in
sort of. And it is raining,
Yeah,
so I guess that's appropriate.
We'll call it a miniature rain delay.
We'll call it a miniature rain delay.
Cody, just kind of, you talked about last night, the opening ceremony and everything too, is just the amount of hours it takes to put all this together. Can you put that into words of what everybody has to do to make sure this whole weekend is what it is every year?
Thousands of hours. Actually, I'm probably exaggerating on that, but I do know that the
So it's
committee
hundreds,
meets
though.
monthly. I know in August more than once a month to ensure everything is booked, vendors, things are done. I couldn't tell you what goes on behind the scenes. I'm usually walking in the parade supporting the royalty contest with All In.
So, but just even with this week, when did setup begin at Hyde Park?
I believe at the beginning of the week.
I was going to say, it takes several days to get it all.
I know Mom was there all week trying to get it all done, working with everyone on the committees.
And you know, I mean, it takes a ton of volunteer. Here we got a float coming down now.
Yep.
So it does take a lot of people to bring off an event like this, and you know, just for those of you who go to festivals and maybe have not been a part of putting one together, just know that a lot of people put in a lot of work, and they don't get paid for it.
That's not the float, by the way.
No, it's all volunteers. So thank you to the volunteers that put in those hundreds of hours and make an event like this happen. So we do have some more parade entrants now, including a large float coming.
You know, as I was saying that, you know, we had 3 to 4 pages of at least entrants. I think I jinxed it because I was like, that's not all the parade route that we had. I knew there was tons more. That is a massive float.
Another one that has gone with the 50s theme.
That is going all out for this, and that is impressive.
It's the River Church on South 22nd Street. A little smaller diner than the one we saw a few minutes ago, but looks every bit as good. I wonder if their milkshakes are free.
I think they were actually singing as they were going through too.
They were.
Multitasking.
That's right.
Something that we're trying to do up here, and
that's right.
We're fighting the rain. Looks like Midwest Tow and Auto Service making their way through the parade. There's some speed on some of these now, like
trying to catch up a little bit.
That and rain picked up a little bit more, but again, it hasn't really put a damper on too much of the parade today.
And there's a convertible with the top down, even though it's raining.
Not a care in the world, and that's okay because it's part of the parade day. And it's like the Coy family with the convertible.
Southside Lions coming by now.
I know that's not a mascot head, but I sure would like to see if someone could hold that up long enough.
Maybe they'd let you try.
You know, Mary Grace Rice could do that one. That seems right up her alley.
Probably.
She randomly rides horses in a parade that wasn't even her horse.
That's right. That's right.
As the parade continues on, the 35th Annual Southside Fall Festival and Parade.
First Presbyterian Church downtown represented in the parade today. Southern Bank coming through now.
There's someone
a lot of pink on there.
A lot of pink. They are having fun with someone has a sign down on the sidewalk with a hole cut out for his face that's candy me like a bullseye.
With a target, yeah.
And some of these kids on the floats are having a blast. Which I don't know if I'm brave enough to put my face through that because some of these aren't like small Tootsie Rolls.
I have not seen anyone do that before, but it's kind of a fun idea.
Are you going to do it?
No.
Okay. It's a fun idea to look at.
Watch.
Yeah.
That's right. It's fun to watch.
I can do Tootsie Rolls. That's fine. But anything.
Definitely another 50s theme in this float with Seaboard Energy, a renewable fuels company committed to responsible energy production, located on the south end of Stockyards Expressway. Been there since 2016, saying we are a proud member of the Southside.
I like to call this part 2 of the parade. It's like we're doing, I don't think we're going to do a trilogy, but we could do part 2.
Well, we'll see.
Sorry, I shouldn't
We're
really
at a
say
slight
things.
intermission.
Yeah. Maybe another gap. We don't know.
Everett
People
Goddard.
walking on behalf of Everett Goddard.
Yep.
Western District County Commissioner.
Brother's Arms. I believe they're located north of town.
Yeah, Brothers Arms, which is up towards Savannah. It's Business 71.
Alrighty. No problem. No problem, guys. It's not going to train around. You guys be careful.
I can make my pickup look like that, shouldn't I?
I think we should. Or the Mini Coupe. We could do that to
We
the
do
Mini Coupe. I'm looking
yeah.
at it right here.
Yeah, the Mini Cooper, that'd be good.
I'm not saying the tires are almost the size of the Mini Coupe, but
Close.
we're close.
They're close. Yeah.
Yeah. I just want to drive the Mini Coupe once, but you've never offered that yet.
Southside Youth Outreach going by.
There's probably a reason why you haven't offered that, but that's fine.
There is.
Okay.
Southside Youth Outreach stands in the gap for and reaches out to children, teens, and families who are at risk, and it is Bible-based and gospel-centered. Southside Youth Outreach.
Is that the first dog we're going to have in the parade come by?
I think so.
That's unusual. Oh,
Oh,
he didn't make it on the parade that you're watching, but I spoke too soon about the dog. The dog got a little too excited and wiped out its, leash carrier.
Yep. Well, and
Everybody looked to be okay.
There's just a few leaves on the roadway, and with the rain, those
Yep.
leaves are going to be kind of slippery. So,
And the dog doesn't care about that
and the
part.
dog doesn't care about that
Nope.
part.
But it looked like everybody got up okay, and I saw the dog take off again. So
There you go.
that's what my dog would do. Wouldn't
Good.
care if I fell.
That's right. Got
Looks like we're
another,
gonna have-
another gap in the parade.
I'm so sorry that I just said part 3.
Well,
We have a trilogy.
that's right. We do have a trilogy.
it's like Back to the Future.
Sky's getting brighter.
Which camera is on us right now, but we can see blue sky coming.
Yep.
Blue sky is not too far away from us. But it's honestly, that perfect timing thing where the parade's probably almost over and the sun will come back out. It'll be a great rest of the day for the
Usually happens every year, if not every other year.
but it looks like the rest of the day should be great. I know we're airing these Saturday and Sunday night, but Sunday looks great too for the last day of the Fall Festival.
Are you talking about their schedule or the weather? Because
I'm trying to be optimistic here, but I feel like you're going to give me a little bit more.
I'm just telling you that
Last thing I heard from you, I thought it was like early Sunday morning.
we've
stuff.
got pretty good chance for rain. Let's
Get
I'll
the
take a look at.
KQ
I
weather
want
app.
to take a look at the radar. And by the way, I'm looking at the radar on the KQ2 weather app, which I highly recommend. It's a really good resource. Yeah, there is going to be a nice break in the rain, but we are expecting rain to come in tonight, and especially in the overnight hours. And honestly, the worst of it may be over by noon tomorrow. But we're going to get. And actually, we're getting some much-needed rain because we've been pretty dry around here. So it'll be good to have some much-needed rain. But yeah, with this clearing out, we've got now, it looks like a pretty nice afternoon ahead of us. So that's good news.
The timing of the rain could have been better, though.
Always.
We needed the rain, but maybe the timing could have been better. As part 3 of the parade's getting ready.
You know, you're correct, but it didn't seem to dampen spirits very much.
No, but our tin almost dropped water on me pretty full force there, and that almost dampened my whole spirit.
Well, there is that. But looking at these crowds, I mean, obviously there's fewer people now as the parade is winding down, and these gaps do cause people to think it's over and they'll leave. But there's still a lot of people here, and as we noted earlier, with the kids especially didn't even seem to notice it was raining.
No?
The adults did, and they would they'd put the umbrellas up. But Nottoway Valley Bank coming by now.
I think I'm getting to that age where I notice the rain more. So I think I'm past the. I enjoy being out in this part of my life. Now I don't like it.
Nottoway Valley Bank, you might recognize several of your friends because NVB is a community bank staffed by local people who understand this Northwest Missouri area and its needs. Ooh, look at the old tractor coming up.
Wow. I think we're getting toward the very end of the parade now. We have our second dog now in the parade. Looks like we got
Inner serve is coming up, being pulled by the old tractor, the old, I wouldn't even know what year that Oliver is, but it is an old one. InterServe envisions an engaged community that works together to meet challenges, lessen poverty, and ensure that all people have access to the resources they need to experience a full life. InterServe is recognized as the leading advocate in Northwest Missouri in addressing the needs of the most vulnerable through the convening of people of all faiths. Together, we have created a compassionate and effective response guided by the social teaching of our faith. And I can thankfully say I've been able to volunteer at InterServe since about 1996. So really good organization, does a lot of good work in this community.
coming through now, a couple individuals
My
on their
sister.
horses.
There is, she is, the parade chair.
She's smiling, so that's a good thing.
That is a great thing.
Everything went according to plan. As you can see, the parade's wrapping up now. Had a couple of people on horses. Rayleigh Murphy, one of them on the horses today. As you can see, the SJPD cars. That signals the end of the parade, but very entertaining, very unique parade with the rain, the wind, everything. But again, we talked about it. It's a busy weekend. There's so much to do. More than 100 booths at the Southside Fall Festival all weekend. Tons and tons of entries just all around. A very special weekend for Southside Fall Festival.
Till 10 o'clock tonight at Hyde Park, and it goes again tomorrow from noon to 4, and looks like at least through the afternoon the weather's going to be pretty nice. So get out and enjoy it.
And Cody, thank you for joining us up here.
Thank you.
for being
Thank
here.
you for having me.
And a big thank you to everybody, especially the sponsors that we have for this, Rep Funeral Home, as well as Stevenson Family Pharmacy, as well as the parade sponsor this year, Northwest Health Services. This is the 35th annual Southside Fall Festival and Parade. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next year. Same place, better weather. Let's hope for that
We'll
at least.
see.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, see you next time.